It's time to pack up our belongings and start exploring the land of Terremydia. Hey y'all, I'm the Southern Ma'am, but all my friends call me Tasoma. Last time we opened a brand new Minecraft world that we are naming Terremydia. We managed to punch a few trees, make a bed, plant some seeds, and just get started. Now it's time to set some new goals and adventure outward away from spawn. As you might have guessed, with my favorite color being pink, I'd really like to live in a cherry grove. So we're going to explore the land, gather resources as we go, and try to find a place for a permanent base. Last time, we didn't venture very far from spawn, so now it's time to explore. We're going to sail out, gather resources, and record the location of any interesting landmarks that we'd like to explore in the future. Our second goal is to find a more permanent base location. I saw a cherry grove not too far away on the chunk base map. I'd like to scout out a suitable building location and just set up an initial campsite for now. Before we set out to sea, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. I'd like to leave this starter base stocked and ready just in case we die and get sent back to spawn. Editor Ma'am here. Spoiler, we die. A lot. Do we get sent back to spawn? You'll have to wait and see. I'm going to craft a set of the new shelves and use them to display a full set of gear and tools and food just in case we have to come back and restock in the future. We've mined a lot of copper, so we have enough to make a completely new set of armor and tools to help us on our journey. Then we need to fill our pockets with all the resources that we want to carry along with us. One last sleep, one last look, and it's time to set sail. Our first stop is actually within sight. I want to collect saplings of every tree type that we see along the way, as well as any other unique resources that we spot. We'll land and make a quick stop in the jungle for some jungle wood and saplings, vines, bamboo, cocoa beans, and even some melons before we ship off again. Heading up the coastline, we've just barely turned the corner and already a great surprise, a trail ruins just sticking out of the water. Remember, in Terremydia, I'm playing short, sweet, and simple. That means I can't craft a brush yet because I don't have feathers and I can't kill chickens if I'm playing sweet. So I'll just take a screenshot of these coordinates and just wait for a better opportunity in the future. Let's keep on exploring. I've been sailing for a little while now without seeing anything new, but in the distance I can just make out a birch, which I don't have yet. So that'll be our next stop. Wait, oh, that's dark oak as well. Perfect. 2 new biomes right next to each other. Let's dock at the edge of this dark oak forest and gather some new resources. I'm going to peek over the edge here and see if we can see any exposed iron. But even better, it looks like there's a lush cave at the bottom. Maybe we can use that waterfall to get down safely and get a few clowberries. Yikes! Oh, this is kind of dangerous. Okay, but I cannot resist these resources. I think the risk is going to be worth it. Once we clear these few mobs out, there's sky access near the waterfall and the glowberries lighting things up. I don't see very many more mobs close by, so maybe we have time to snag a few of these great new resources. Okay, my pockets are completely full. I think we're gonna have to head back up to base just to empty out all these goodies. Not only are our pockets full, but our chest boat is full as well. We've run out of space because we found so many good resources. So I think it's time to craft some more storage. If we craft another chest boat, we could use a lead to drag it along behind us and just have a chain of chest boats with all our supplies. There's one small problem with this plan. I don't have any string. We need string to craft leads. So it looks like when this rain stops, it's time to go spider hunting. Although, in the dark oak forest, a lot of times the spiders are hunting you. I killed a few spiders just in the dark oak forest and then went back down to the lush cave, which distracted me into getting more of those resources, and now my pockets are full again. So we're going to craft a couple chests and empty all our inventory out. I think it's time to try a new tactic. We now have the spear in Minecraft. It has a longer attack reach, which should be helpful in fending off those jumping spiders. So I'm going to craft my very first spear and then head down into an actual dark cave and see if we can find some more spider spawns. Ooh, our first enemy, a skeleton. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Take that! And that! And that! Wait, why is it not hitting? Come on, come on. Okay, I'm really gonna die! Ah! All right, our first death in this world. This is why I play on hard mode, but not hardcore mode. Let's try to go back and retrieve our stuff. Maybe we'll get lucky and he will have wandered away or despawned. Nope, never mind. He's still there. I heard him. Okay, maybe not the spear this time. Let's try our axe since we didn't pick up our sword yet. Okay, another run through to grab gear. Oh, there he is. He fell down in these blocks. Oh, okay. Ah! And of course, everything else comes out to kill us too. All right. Oh, I think we can cheese this a little. Come here, Mr. Skeleton. There we go. Finally. All right, let's make sure we picked up all our gear and then try this again. Well, apparently this cave is just a tiny little dead-end corridor. However, it is nighttime, so there should be plenty of mobs spawning on the surface, so I'll head up there. Spiders are pretty easy to spot with those glowing red eyes anyway. And what do you know, I already hear one around here somewhere. And it looks like that spider has brought all his friends with him. Hey, not bad with that spear. Oh, okay, maybe I spoke too soon. This is a little difficult to get the distance just right. Wait, what is happening here? Okay, game lag. Maybe this is not such a good idea after all. But maybe if I back up a little. Nope. Okay, there are way too many of them. Not again. Okay, I give up for now. Let's sleep. Let's clear out some of those mobs, go get our stuff, and start over. Nope, not another skeleton. We're out of here. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Mobs burning in the daylight. That should give us a little better chance of collecting all of our gear before it despawns. Yep, there's all our bits scattered around. I do want to keep practicing this spear mechanic though. I like the idea of having the longer reach, especially for mobs like this creeper. But it's taking a little bit to get used to that exact distance. If it gets too close, you can't hit anymore. And that was one of my downfalls earlier. Still, these individual creepers would be pretty good practice. Ooh, nice. There are a few spiders hanging around still too. Maybe if we attack everything one at a time, we'll be able to take them out and maybe finally get some string. Well, 3 string is better than no string. I think I need to collect at least 10 though. That would let us craft 4 leads. So we're still on the hunt. I've just been exploring this stony shore a little bit, digging up some surface coal and iron while we waited for night to fall. And I noticed that azalea tree off in the distance. Now we know there's a lush cave underground here, but I like seeing those above ground, those markers of that underground biome. That gives you a hint of what's in your area. Wait, Speaking of off in the distance, look what we have here. A woodland mansion. Okay, well, I am definitely not going there. I am not ready for that fight. We've already died twice. I am not risking that. But I will take a screenshot, get the coordinates for later. Night has fallen. Let's go on the hunt for spiders again. That was a rough night. I died several times, and I think always to a skeleton. Skeletons are definitely my nemesis. Nemesis? Anyway, we got enough string, so now we can craft our leads, gather up all our resources, and hit the water again toward our permanent base. Well, it took 4 chest boats, but I think we're finally loaded up and ready to go. It's almost nightfall, so I think we'll sleep first and start off fresh in the morning. Except now we're under attack. Where is that trident throwing drowned? He's breaking all my boats. My bits are everywhere. I don't even see him. Where is he throwing those tridents from? Oh. Yep, right there. Of course I didn't pick up a chest so I could drop all this stuff off. For everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to seek and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. Ecclesiastes 3, 1, 3, and 6. As the sun rises on a new day and we clean up the last of these drowns, it's time to assess the damage. As you can see, we're down to 2 chest boats, not even full. We did have 4, so we've lost quite a bit of gear that despawned as we dealt with all those mobs. Thankfully, we mined a lot of copper so we can re-gear back up before we head out on the water. Wait, let me check those chests again. No, we lost all our leads and our string. Back to spider hunting. Absolutely not. We are not doing this again. I have learned my lesson. Don't go anywhere near the chest boats and take this guy out quickly. Take that. Now it is time to get out of here. It still took a couple more nights of spider hunting, but we finally have enough string to make our leads, gather our belongings, and head out to the open sea. I am done exploring. It is time to find that cherry grove and settle down. After some weary days of traveling, we've docked on this tiny island for the night. But look in the distance, the cherry grove right on the hilltop. We have finally found the location of our permanent base. It was an arduous journey to get to this location. It was a frustrating challenge to die so many times, lose so many of our resources, but we finally made it. We didn't give up. We persevered. Next time, we'll explore the cherry biome and find the location for our new home. Well, what did you think? I hope this video inspires you to be brave and explore new things, but to not give up if it gets difficult. Good Lord willing and the sun still shines, I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you kindly for watching and bless your heart.